Good evening and a very warm welcome to Radio and Television Tonga news package for the hour. Making headlines, police investigates the death of a young man that was found in Waipua Harbour in Vava'u. Parliament believes there's an urgent need to improve or empower young people to engage in political decision-making. And China donates 65,000 pa'anga for Tonga Police mechanical workshop upgrade. Now, I'm Vafanatu Bola with the stories in detail. A young man's body was reported to be found dead at Waipua Vava'u yesterday afternoon. The young man's body was found in the water near the harbour. Waipua is one of the famous tourist areas in Vava'u near Tawa. Deputy Police Commissioner Tevita Vailea says a formal identification process was underway and the body has been identified as a male. Vailea added police investigation is still ongoing with an inquest to release later. Meanwhile, police calls on parents to be more active in ensuring and locating the places that their children are visiting or spend at night times for the sake of their safety. It is understood that Vava'u Police and the medical team of the Health Ministry in Vava'u is conducting this investigation and will call assistance from Tongatapu if needed. However, police are yet to provide details tomorrow morning. The Legislative Assembly of Tonga do believe in giving girls an opportunity to lead by putting them in the forefront of change efforts, hearing their voices, responding to their ask and welcoming them in decision-making spaces. The Lord Speaker of the Legislative Assembly of Tonga, Lord Fafanua, made the remarks when he officially opened the She Leads Falealea 2022 to coincide with the International Day of Girls yesterday. Alice Tupo takes up that story.
Lord Fafanua says that today the young people often find themselves on the margins of the political process with a poor representation or no representation at all in most parliaments throughout the world, including Tonga. The Speaker was 27 years of age when he became the Lord Speaker in 2012. In serving his third term as the Lord Speaker, he believes that there is an urgent need to enable and empower young people to engage in decision-making so they can effectively take part in regular political decision-making at the national, regional and international level. This is the fifth cohort of the She Leads Falealea 2022, and about 30 girls are participating in the event, which will conclude this Friday. The Legislative Assembly is in close partnership with the Take the Lead in hosting the program in efforts to make Parliament more open and more inclusive, and part of that exercise is enabling youth-led initiatives such as the Tonga Youth Parliament and facilitating annual She Leads Falealea event. Reporting for Radio and Television Tonga News, I'm Alice Tupo.
An official jack handover ceremony at Tonga Police Headquarters with the Chinese ambassador to Tonga, His Excellency Mr. Shao Xiaolin, handing over a jack of 65,000 pa'anga to Police Commissioner Shane McLennan. And this aid from the Chinese government to Tonga Police is to assist with the upgradation of Tonga Police existing mechanical workshop to a 4-pay high-set roof extension equipped with proper garage tools and equipments. Tonga Police unreservedly thanks the Chinese government and the Chinese ambassador to Tonga for the generosity and support to Tonga Police. This upgradation is vital as to establish a friendly and safe working environment conducive to the well-being and safety of their mechanical team. The ambassador during the occasion confirmed that they intend to donate more in the next financial year to cover the full amount of the intended upgrade of the mechanical workshop facility. Tonga Police values its relationship with donor partners and wishes to acknowledge the Chinese government for their generous support. The Girls Guide Association believes that girls in Tonga should be able to practice their tradition and culture despite development in civilization. This week globally celebrates International Girls' Day that are officially marked on October 11 area, which was marked in Tonga or will be marked here in Tonga on Saturday. Alice Tupo takes up that story.
Halaiwal Balu from the Girls Guide says Tonga is very different from any other country in the world because of the respect given to girls and women in the society. She also says it is important to ensure girls and women are not involved in any form of abuse, whether mental or physical. Palu adds that the aim of marking the International Day of the Girl Child is to ensure that the messages of the theme sink well into the minds and hearts of students, especially young girls. The importance of the message of the day is to be a guiding light for them to value their lives and to put a stop to violence against young girls. Palu said development and other foreign behaviors have emerged from the Tongan communities, which is slowly replacing the traditional moral of respect in Tonga. The United Nations reports that the huge challenge for girls has been recorded in many countries, with a 12-year-old getting married, but Palu said the challenges have yet to be recorded in Tonga because of the law. Palu elaborated again on the great challenges and changes of the present era compared to the past, which is a huge change. According to the past, it was very sensitive to how boys respect girls. Meanwhile, there are ways in Girls Guide Association to ensure the Tongan culture of respecting young girls are still being observed in order to protect the rights of young girls in the country. The theme for this year is Empowering Girls Through Education. Reporting for Radio and Television Tonga News, I'm Alice Tupo.
And it is exciting to know that there are still good Samaritans in Tonga that provide free services to our people during this difficult time. The Samaritan Club of Vava'u stands together to help the people in the island in need of hers. Yesterday, the club received assistance from the Texing Construction Company, which is a hearse worth 65 or 25,000 per anga rather, to support their work in Vava'u. Alice Tupo again with the detail.
Speaking to Radio and Television Tonga News, the president of the Samaritan Club, Sione Smith Taufu'i, says the assistance came after they made a request to the people's representative of Vava'u 15 in hopes of helping to reduce the burden of families having funeral in Vava'u. Taufu'i says that this is due to the fact that the cost for a hearse is more expensive, and so they wished to help out the public. It is understood that this is not the first time for the club to stand together and offer help to the people of Vava'u, but they have already done similar assistance before, such as transporting patients in desperate need of medical treatment at Viola Hospital. The vehicle was presented by the son of the owner of the Texing Construction Company, being to the president of the club. Meanwhile, the people's representative of Vava'u 15, Samuel Vaipolo, says the club's services is hers are free of charge to the public. This vehicle is expected to arrive in Vava'u tomorrow. Reporting for Radio and Television Tonga News, I'm Alice Tupo.
That wraps up this evening's news package, but before we part, here's one final look at today's top stories. Police investigates the death of a young man that was found in Vaipua Harbour in Vava'u. Parliament believes there's an urgent need to empower young people to engage in political decision-making. And China donates 65,000 per anga for Tonga Police Mechanical Workshop upgradation. And that's it for tonight. Thank you for your company. I'm Vaivanatu Paula. Good evening.